Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus for the week of June the 3rd. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Let's turn to the cards. Let's see what they have in store for you for this week. Our underlying energy is... Let's find out. The Hermit. Oh, we are going deep within this week. Absolutely. We are looking within. We are trying to go deeper to our sage wisdom, tapping into our sage wisdom, growing our sage wisdom. We are in the here and now. We are the hermit. We are going into the desert. We're going into the cave. We are sitting in quiet contemplation. We are reviewing some of our life, but we are more forward thinking or in the moment thinking of where we are sitting. Now, this could be financially, this could be within our relationships, this could be in career, this could be in our service in the community, raising our stature, growing our spirituality. All these things could be on the table, and we're looking at the here and now. We're understanding what we have to work with, and we are looking at our steps going forward into the person, the person we are becoming. So we'll put that right up there. And our first card is, look at this, the Seven of Cups. We're not going to make any instant decisions here. Absolutely not. No spontaneity allowed for this week for you. This is about really thinking. This is really about looking at things from different angles, different points of view. Maybe we have some very strong and potent conversations with people on how we want to go forward, how we want to manage our money, how we want to embrace our love, how we want to grow our careers, whatever it might be. But we just don't want to grab a cup and run based on one limited viewpoint of the situation. We want the knowledge, we want the wisdom. In fact, I almost kind of get this as too much information overload. So make sure that you are doing it in blocks. You're not just constantly thinking about it. Put in little activities throughout the day to kind of break up your mind, constantly going back and reviewing more information and taking more in, and we can burn ourselves out quite easily, and then we won't be able to make any sound decisions because our thoughts will just be scattered all over the place. Okay, so we want to give ourselves that 15 minutes of, I'm going to look at it, I'm going to read this, I'm going to take it in, I'm going to digest it. Okay, so reflecting on it perhaps. And I think you gain some very profound insights on how exactly you're going to move forward. In what directions, we don't know yet. That is the first card, though. Our center card is the Ten of Swords. You have been through the fire. You have been... And you're still so strong. You're still so positive. You're still so optimistic of where you need to go. There's the sense of raised confidence that comes from this card. We lay there, we're beaten up. We've come through a lot we've walked many paths in order to be in the here and now. And so if we are feeling tired and we feel the need to recharge our batteries, absolutely do that. Because what's going to happen is the vitality is going to creep into your being. You're going to feel the warmth of the sun on your face again. You're going to feel the breeze of the wind blowing through your hair again. You are going to stand up straight and tall. You are going to step with I heard a defiance almost. So there could be some really life-altering changes coming into your world, because there's almost this defiance that I feel like, no, I'm not going to be that person anymore. I'm stepping into this now. I feel more comfortable. I'm more at ease. It makes more sense to me. I've discovered this, or I've uncovered this within me, or whatever it might be. But there is this new strength. Yeah. Okay. We have, look at this, the Ten of Cups. The happily ever after. You are working towards your best life ever. I mean, definitely go with your intuition, go with your gut in what you're feeling and where you need to be defiant in your world. Okay? No matter what everybody else thinks or says or does, you are doing this. You are saying that. You are going in this direction, and it does lead you one step closer to your best life ever. It really does. So, yeah, important conversations could be happening. Important, a whole bunch of different things can be coming it's like an interplay of a whole bunch of things coming into, and we're the hermit. We're mulling this over. We're looking at what it is in the here and now and how we can go forward with what we have. For our overriding energy, we have the Justice card. Well, the Justice card has been here for almost every reading, but here it is in the overriding energy. So we have to be walking with our integrity. We have to have a fairness about us. We have to be a good listener as well as a good talker. We have to make some strong commitments to ourselves, set some strong goals for ourselves, for our path forward. We have to understand what is no longer working or no longer supports us in our endeavors, in our path forward. We want to bring in the sense of balance, the sense of surety. And I think you do have a great self-confidence or a great self-worth about you this week. I think that's very strong in you. Okay, there's this like a raised confidence, so to speak. And here we are, and we are ready to turn around and go up those steps. But not until we release some kind of emotional baggage, perhaps, something that's not allowing us to move forward in a logical sense. Okay, so that kind of emotion is pulling you back. It could be a fear. It could be an anxiety. This is the time that you want to expose these things. So it is about going within. It is about understanding how we feel about certain things and how we need to evolve or transform those feelings into something magical. I hear something magical, something that moves you forward. Wow. Okay. And underneath all this energy, we're going to be placing the Four of Pentacles, and it kind of sandwiches the energy in there, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But this is what we don't want to let go of. This is our crutch. This is our security blanket. This is the way we've always perceived it to be. This is what we were always told we need in our life in order to be successful, in order to bring in prosperity. And we live by those rules. We live by those dogmas in order to feel secure in our world. But I think we are unleashing some kind of new profound knowledge here, profound insights into where you can go. I think once I don't get this as you are holding on as much as you are finally letting go in this energy. Okay, and that letting go of an energy. Okay, so and I've experienced this in my life. You are working so hard towards a goal, and you're giving it your all, and all of a sudden it just pops. And the adrenaline comes in, and you celebrate, and you're so alive, and then the next morning you wake up and you feel like a train hit you. You just, boom, you go down for the count. Okay? So very much as the Ten of Swords here is looking at us, we could feel that. So once again, we might overload, okay? It could be just emotion. It could just be emotion that we are overloaded with, or there's an intensity to our emotion, or the emotion around us. That could be as well, because there's something that just flatlines us for that brief moment. But know that that's a 10 energy. That means that you are through that, okay? That now it's time to envision your new goals, your new dreams, and go forward in that direction. As we start off the week, we have the Lovers. Well, we're looking at our relationships then, or we're looking at the things we share within relationships. This could be our resources as well, right? So any kind of shared money, that's loans, that's investments, that's partnerships. And I think we're looking at them, we're embracing them, we want to know more about them, we want to know... I think we are searching for some kind of transparency or open communication, that we feel that we can be honest about exactly what's happening. This could be wills, drawing wills, inheritances, and looking at things like this. This could also be growing our relationships. Once again, we are the Hermit here. So we are going within to really realize what our relationships, the substance they have or don't have within our world. We could be embracing a passion, a dream, a desire. We could be wanting more knowledge, more wisdom, to be the authority in a certain subject, perhaps. Okay, and once we do that, our path opens to a whole variety of different paths that we can actually take. Different journeys, different adventures, opportunities will pose themselves to us. Maybe some of them for a flash, maybe some of them will read, right? They'll be in black and white for us and be very tangible. But we feel like we have gone through so much. Can we actually do this? Do we actually have the energy for this? But in essence, we have actually been training ourselves this whole lifetime for this moment, for this break, for this opportunity, for this adventure to come into our lives. And it takes us one step closer to our happily ever after as we walk out of the week. We've got the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups make us, we are feeling like we're not worthy enough, or by the end of the week somehow the wind comes out of our sail. So where can I warn you here on what you may be doing? No spontaneity. We really need to think things through. Don't decide on any form of action, and don't take some kind of strong stance against it at this point in time. Of course, we have the Justice card standing there strong and firm, but the Justice card is also one where we allow the information to flow in, and then we be the Hermit for the entire week. We really don't want to make those decisions and those judgments yet. We really don't want, we could be letting go of things. We could be healing from things, absolutely, to enrich ourselves in order to give ourselves the strength we need in order to go forward. But in some way, we don't utilize this energy, or we might not utilize our energy. Now, if we're feeling free and alive, we see our expansive path there and two cups ready to be grasped. And maybe we're coming out of some kind of recharging of our batteries too. That could be where we stand there now, ready to take off that. Stop looking at the yesterdays of where the cup fell over, of where the abundance didn't happen, the love didn't happen, the prosperity didn't happen, and know that this is a brand new path forward, a wide, expansive path by the looks of it too. So there's lots of room for growth and excitement and opportunity. Now, if we look at work and career, we have, look at this, the King of Pentacles appears for work and career. First of all, I want you to notice that is a living vine, that there is the hint of a rainbow over us that's so big and so beautiful that it couldn't even be fit into the picture. Our crown is a living vine, which means we have to grow our thoughts, be innovative in our thoughts, in what we are creating and what we are giving birth to. Of course, we want to stay with the tried and true as well. He is the King of Pentacles, so he is about being grounded. So maybe we need to ground ourselves in order to understand the potential that we can bring into our life when it comes to career, when it comes to what we do, maybe what we do within the community. Maybe it's about raising our stature, or enhancing our service to others. That could also be, because that gives us a sense of groundedness as well. By doing something for somebody else is so much greater than ever doing something for yourself. But we also have to do things for ourselves in order to have the strength to do things for other people. So you see that wheel happening here once again, right? The pentacle turns, the pentacle rolls. So this is about understanding, okay? So we let something go, we allow ourselves to heal, gives us this renewed sense of being able to take a risk on ourselves, believing in ourselves, our intuition, our good judgment. Okay, and so we should come up with some aha moments, some epiphanies, and we could set some goals here of how we want to actually go forward when it comes to those things. When we look at, and look at this, we're one step closer to happily ever after by doing these actions. Okay, so love, relationships. We've got the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about going forward, uncharted territory, new adventures. And the waters are still. The waters are supporting us. The swords in front of our boat there, they are our strength, our shield of strength. It's the path we've already walked. Once again, so often those swords represent, and sometimes the wands will represent the things that we've already accomplished. Pentacles also around us, the things we have accomplished. So this is about our wisdom. This is about our perception on things. This is about a healthy ego. This is about having a beautiful perception. Now, if we are dating, okay, we could be meshing with different kinds of people than we normally do. They could be of different cultures, different countries, different traditions, and through these things you will grow, okay? So you could be attracted to somebody a little bit more like that. It could be a great love that you are going into without even knowing it. But we don't want to really cement anything at this point in time if we are dating. We don't want to make it exclusive at this point, okay? We want to take it slow and steady. We want to really tap into the wisdom of who you are giving the gift of you to, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. And once again, by letting go, we see all the people that could be potential people in our lives. You know, it's like we take the blinders off and we see an immense world, and so maybe we need to get out there and socialize with purpose and meet somebody. Now, if we are in a relationship, it's time to take that relationship to a new level or introduce something within that relationship. Once again, I think this is a week for you to have these very healthy dialogues with the people you love in your life, the people that work with you when it comes to your money, when it comes to your finances as well. Maybe your investment broker or something like that, your banker, somebody who has the wisdom, somebody who knows the walk, so to speak. That's who we want to take energy from. For relationships, it's about new beginnings, new starts. And I don't think we even want to incorporate them yet. We are thinking in our minds more, growing and grasping that new horizon that we are laying out for ourselves. Most definitely, okay? I think a lot of this week is about healing for you, okay? But during that healing, you start to claw in information. You start to seek the wisdom of important things in your life, okay? Finances, shared resources, your own personal growth, perhaps. Yeah. And I do think you are having those conversations because you are looking in your here and now. You are understanding the wisdom that already lays in front of you. Maybe it's through another person. Maybe it's through the internet, something on the internet. Maybe it's through a workshop in your community, something like that. We're going to grab one more card here, and we've got the King of Wands. The King of Wands is going right over here. So we go from this tired person, but we give ourselves the rest, the recuperation we need, that we deserve, in order to be strong enough to allow that enthusiasm to bubble over within us, okay? To start to get enthusiastic, and that enthusiasm motivates you to take those new steps. So I think maybe next week is more a week of action for you. This week is more looking at your finances. Definitely, we've got pentacles all over here. This week does take you forward to another step closer to your happily ever after. You're ready to throw off that cloak? Absolutely. But if you didn't listen to the advice, then you're holding that cloak tight. You're looking at your yesterdays. You're looking at your failures. You're letting your energy evaporate, or you're not raising it up. You're not seeing the potential of what can be in your life. Okay, so this could be a very profound week for you going forward. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.